Hi there, my name is Lars and we're over here at CVC Las Vegas 2019. Great that you're watching this video. Hopefully you're watching it because you like to know what's going on at our computer vision conference right here. We're creating these small video snacks for you to just get a hint of the broad perspective that we're addressing here. We have researchers from all over the world connecting to the theme computer vision, using computer vision for their own particular field. And we're going to talk to Rüdiger Pryss from Ulm University. Dr. Rüdiger, to be exactly. Yeah,
but that's not important.
You worked hard for the title. So first of all, thank you for being with us. How are your experiences so far with the conferences?
The experiences with the conferences are so far very good. And what can be said as a researcher, what is very remarkable that we see that the data science aspects are becoming more and more important, and also in this field of computer science and the computer vision field, and this is very impressively shown by all of the sessions I've seen so far and the presentations. And what is also interesting, we are far beyond to interpret all these results in a very meaningful manner. So a lot of research has to be done in the next years to see what these results are and what we can do with this. But the two keynotes were very impressive. So overall speaking, the conference is very good, and also shows the trend what we see in computer science in general again, and very impressively.
Oh, good to hear that. That's one of the things that you could take home, that inspiration. Then for yourself, are you getting out enough of inspiration and also maybe some reactions on your work?
The reactions were very good, and also very cool inspirations of what we can do in the future with our work, and have a lot of good discussions and met a lot of good people here. And also the conference is I attended so many conferences, is very perfectly organized. So this makes it more smooth for the conference participants. So also for me personally, it's a very good conference and inspiring.
Good to hear that. Then to go in depth to the topic that you were addressing, because you submitted your paper and current research based on the 3 pillars, working on next generation mobile information systems and infrastructures to support the medical domain in conducting clinical studies and performing patient interventions. Wow, it's an important domain when it's connected, when it's goes to healthcare or the medical domain. So could you explain a little bit so that even someone that's looking that's not as expert as you understands just a little bit of how important your work is?
And then afterwards, after this pre-step, also the computer vision aspect is also very important. But to go one step in front of this, the important thing is the medical information systems, or the smart mobile devices we have at the moment with the bring your own device principle. You can use the smartphone in a very powerful way, and this brings us and also the medical domain into the situation that they have ecologically valid data from the daily life, and this is so important. And to have longitudinal data with the smartphones, what we can do with the patients, is very important. And for many diseases, and especially for the chronic diseases, we have the problem that not enough data is out there, and we cannot go into the research for general treatments. For example, we are working on a large-scale platform that is working on a tinnitus disease, the sound in the ear.
Yes.
And this is with a high economic burden. 10 to 15% of the worldwide population has this tinnitus disease, and there is no general treatment, and we need more data on this, ecologically valid data. And we're working on information systems, mobile information systems, that are able to gather valid data that can be evaluated and then used for research on new general treatments. And this data is also very important to bring the medical healthcare experts into the situation that they can evaluate this on a new level. But we have multidimensional data, and then we need this computer vision concepts that the expert can see what this data is, what is in this data, and can work on new general treatments.
This is where the computer vision kicks in when we're talking interpretation of all that data as well, right?
This is right, and there is another point that is also very important, also mentioned in some of the sessions here. for the medical experts, this computer vision concepts, or in general for other domains, not only the medical domain, it is very important that we as computer scientists create solutions that are not a black box, that the expert can use it in a powerful way, but on the other hand also has an understanding what the system is doing, that he can interpret the results also from his side, that it is not a black box. And this is also a very important thing. And I think to add this, what is also a very what can bring the impact on all these endeavors we are doing as a computer scientist, and this is the most important thing from my side, do interdisciplinary research. So we have to connect the interdisciplines here, and this is the most successful factor, that we learn the language. And this was also a problem for our medical information system and also for the computer vision. If you have to talk to other domains, you have to understand them. For me, it took more than 5 years to understand the medical language and vice versa. And if we go into this endeavor and we want to plunge into this whole thing, then we can create information systems and computer solutions that are very useful for the medical expert and also for other disciplines. And I think the interdisciplinary work is a very important thing.
I guess a very important thing that you're pointing out, and it only goes to show that there is this large potential yet to be discovered if we were able to connect like more disciplines to each other. And an important thing that you're saying is it's also in learning to understand each other's language, maybe even literally.
Yeah, we have to. And if I see here, I have this flyer in front of me. This is a Frontiers research topic, and this is on neuroscience aspects. And for me as a computer scientist, I'm not a neuroscientist. But now, after 5 years, they invited me to lead a research topic in Frontiers neuroscience to understand this data we are gathering with mobile devices and the medical domain, make links between the two disciplines. And it sees, or this shows that we need a lot of time to understand each other. But if we come to this situation, then we can work on simple solutions. But these simple solutions are the beginning of more powerful solutions. But we understand in the first run this simple solution, and this is, I think, the most important thing also for research in the next years, so we come also more into the situation that we are doing implementation research. Implementation research, that we link the practical aspects and research, that we have in the end applicable and useful solutions.
So it's a powerful call for action, even in your talk, to connect, to understand each other better, and to make use of all that knowledge that is now already also there. But we're not tapping into it, right? Because we don't have everything connected. Yeah. Obviously, it's always too short to learn everything about your work and your. But I want to thank you so much for being with us and just giving us a hint of the topics, the very important topics that you're addressing, you and your team at Ulm University. So thank you so much, Dr. Rüdiger Pryss, for being with us. And if you're inspired by this video, don't keep it to yourself. Share it so that we make a lot of new connections. Connecting to all other disciplines is very important. We learned this from our honorable doctor here. You can also subscribe to our channel, get all the updates, and please consider joining us for one of our conferences. All the dates will be up on our website. We will make them available in the subscription below the video. Thank you for watching. See you in the next video.